Alright, we move on to the next part. Okay. Sorry. I was trying to get my inventory cleaned out before we went running into the sunset. Alright, so we'll probably end up being done with these side missions. I don't know what this means, because I don't know if we leave the island after we get all of our our missions parted out, or if it's something else. Or if it's like, we have some other missions to do afterwards. I don't know, but I think we'll be done with at least all these trainings until, with this video. They did a good job on the tiger model. I like it. I also like the Guild Wars 2 one too, but I like how that one looks. He actually looks meaty and in trouble, like a actual something that you could consider a threat. Alright. I might need to go eat another sandwich. I made myself a breakfast sandwich this morning. It was very delicious. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of wanting another one. At some point, these schedules are gonna the schedule for the stream is gonna be better again, because currently it doesn't have much variety to it because we have the Halloween going on, and I love the Halloween event. And Halloween and Winter's Day are like this. Winter's Day is not so much like Halloween though, because Halloween takes up a lot of my time because I will farm the maze like crazy. Whereas with Winter's Day, I kind of linger about more. I'll still do things, but I kind of linger about with my friends and things, and I just kind of like exist in divinity. I do like what's required, and that's about it. Yeah, it's a good bit now. I like that one, I guess. Oh no, we'll find out. Stone dagger. Ooh, maybe that one. Nice. Okay, so up here. Stone dagger's kind of nice. Okay. Who do we go to? Did we just get put into a fighting arena for the shits and giggles of it? I see it is more than you say with fellow students. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Is that the end of that? That'd be kind of short-lived, but okay. I'm playing an elementalist. It felt short, but it also felt kind of like more warrior-like, of like fight to survive. Okay, bye. But it's okay. I'm not disappointed about that. It just felt different. It probably would have made more sense if I'd been reading it, but I just kind of was skimming it and was like, okay, cool. We go kill this. We go do this. I want action. We haven't gotten to lore yet that really counts for anything. Alright, let's do the Mesmer one. Alright. Now, we just gotta go talk to the Mesmer one, and then we'll pick Warrior. I feel like this character's beefier than my main character. Who's Ranger skill. Maybe it's just the Ranger skills are better, maybe? It could be that. Normally the expansions end up getting better skills. Even with Guild Wars 2, the expansion skills are a lot better than the ones you get in core. You can still work with the core ones, but it's not the same thing. It's just not. Specifically with weapons. Empathy. What does empathy do? It's a hex spell. Okay. Okay, we're heading out to the same way we went. But like with Guild Wars 2, the skills aren't as OP with that. Like seeing like you don't have the expansions. It's not like super. You can't like it's not like you can't become a healer or DPS or whatever the case may be. Because core gives you lots of skills to work with that will get you by just fine. But the thing about the expansions that I like that give you more power is masteries and the weapons you can change. Because with almost every like class, you get more weapons that are available to you for certain things. Like the druid staff is extremely powerful for healing, and then with ranger, I believe the meta for it is technically short bow. I don't ever use short bow. But here's the thing. I say that now, right? I've never used short bow. I've used it once, hated the skills, and then I never used it again. But that's probably going to change with Glade Shot coming out. Because if it gives me swiftness, and I can become swiftest DPS, I'm going to do it. Like, I will put down another thing that I would not do in Guild Wars 2 and do that. Because the thing is, I also feel like the other reason I didn't like short bow when I first started versus when I got longbow and stuff is that I found that with Guild Wars 2 at least, using two weapons felt weird. Because it required, like, when you have a weapon that's a one-handed, you get 3 skills on your first, and then your second one gives you 2. So it was weird because the meta at the time was short bow and like fire and torch. Or dagger or something like that. I think it was like short bow and dagger. And I did not like the dagger skills or the torch skills. I'm a little bit better about it now, so I think I've gotten a chance to kind of used to it. But there's like a certain like, you know, better rotation you have to work with, so it's not that bad. I think now that I'm more of experienced with the rotations and stuff, I'm more willing to use different weapons than I did back in the day. Which is good because that's where you should be getting it. Or how your progression should be going. As you get farther along in the game, you should be able to become more flexible in those settings or in those classes. I don't know where this pathing is. I thought it wasn't that close, but it's okay. He's XP now. We're at level 10. Okay. Why are there just assassins running around in the mountain? It's weird. Also, I found out when I was breaking stuff down in the Naga leather, which I thought was really messed up that we were skinning Naga for their leather, actually gives you a chance of scale and leather, which I think is both interesting and horrifying. Because it's like they have scales, but they also have flesh. And I don't know if I like it. But it's kind of nice, because at least now I know if I farm Nagas, I could theoretically be double timing my efforts. I could theoretically be making better progress. Sorry, I was trying to whip around to see if I was on the right path or not, and then I realized I'm just staring at a wall. Oh yeah, we're at the other temple now. So okay, sorry. I was looking at the shrine stuff. I was curious as to what. I thought he said offer something to the shrine, but I was like, I thought maybe we'd have to help him like clean the shrine or do something. I'm a little disappointed that it's just come here, exist, and leave. But that's not an unusual mission. That's not necessarily saying anything about the game. It is what it is, and we live. It went the wrong way from where I was going earlier, but is this where I came from? Yeah, I came from the back road. I was like, am I going the right way? Yeah, I'm going the right way. I don't want to have to clear my way around if I can help it. I don't want to do it the first time, you know. All right, so But if that's the case, then if this is the I'm hoping the next Mesmer test or Mesmer skill is better. Because if that's it, that kind of sucks as the Mesmer skill. I feel like the Elemental and Mesmer skills got less attention. I mean, they're pretty strong in the first one, though, so it's okay, I guess. Necromancy did get a lot of love with this one. But, you know. Okay, now we have to go farther back. We have to go all the way back here. Nice. Maybe this was a lot more walking. Oh. The budgies. She judges. Okay. So we'll see if we can get back up here. I think it's a matter of going just straight through. I think we've already been over there. It's not marked as a city, but it's okay. I like those bridges. Look how pretty they are. They don't look like they have much support considering how far apart they are, but we do live in a world of magic, so maybe they're just magically enhanced or like changed. It does also make it interesting because Cantha changed so much from Guild Wars 2 versus Guild Wars 1. Because they still have, like, and it's also good because it still fits Cantha's theme. I was actually really impressed with Cantha when they first came out with it. As far as the setup they went with it. And I'm also still impressed with it now because I can see the Cantha buildings and stuff. And you still see the old Cantha in the new. It's really cool. They did a really good job of kind of bringing those together. Because it's really difficult when you try to mix old and new together without destroying one or the other. Either making it too new to the point it's alien, or making it too old that doesn't feel new. That feels like a cheap skinning of it. Yeah, I think we have been here before. I think we came over with the Yeti guy, didn't we? He had a spiked axe. What does that mean? Does that mean the axe had like a spiked end? Or does it mean like it has like spiky blades instead of having a, like it's a toothed blade? I think that would just be called tooth blade then, but I don't know. I guess maybe because it's got like the spike on the end and maybe on a handle. Okay. Our target's so far away. Why are you so far away? At least this isn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Wow, that empathy was rude. Imagine being a mesmer and being a therapist in the same world. And you use your abilities to make people feel certain levels so that they will change themselves into better people. That is both horrifying and messed up. And I can absolutely see it happening with a world where you can control people's perception of the world temporarily. Though I don't know specifically. I don't know if it can make people feel a certain way. It may just make them, like, feel emotional, physical pains, that kind of stuff. I was wondering. I wasn't sure because they weren't focusing on one target. That's okay. We are in the region. I don't know if that's even a needed area to go. I guess not. I guess we can go down. I don't know which path to go because I've not been over here enough to know. I want that to go away. Go away. I was clicking it to try and get it to go away and it just wasn't wanting to do it. Alright, there we go. Maybe went the opposite direction of where I need to be. Yeah. So it's like, I remember this being a little easier to get over here, but... It is what it is. I like the trees. I think the pink cantha trees that we got now in Guild Wars 2 is nice. I do think that the ones that are in this one are good too, but I think that it's nice that they're super bright and pretty. This one has more varieties of trees, I'll admit, versus the first game. They're probably all relatively recycled, meaning they probably use these trees in lots of locations. Not that that's a bad thing, but I do think that they have a lot more variety of trees. Like, these bamboos actually look nice. And like, don't be wrong, green bamboo is cool to look at everything, but they do also have more, the brown ones kind of sit very well too. Alright, what do you need from me? Okay. Why are you guys picking fights with them? Get the mender. At least they're squishy. Let's get that mender in the back. We'll get the Mesmer next. Who is they attacking up there? Go. There we go. That was messy, but that worked. I was sitting here thinking, dudes, don't pick fights with them. We're just passing through. Probably not now. Yeah, but Sarah, you gonna get him up? Okay. We need to get up there. Do we need to walk around this way and up, or do we need to go around and go up? I saw some patrols over here, so I thought maybe do up here. Okay. Huh. I was expecting him to come and join the fight, but I guess not. There's a chest there. An eerie staff, you say? Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go here. Oh, you need the chest. So they stole the chest you want me to get back. Okay. I wasn't paying attention to the story. I was just looking up, trying to decide where to go, which direction. Alright, let's go give it to him. Alright. Hello. I brought you a box. Is it got your inheritance in it? Probably. Here you go. He said it wasn't cheap. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I never go back to him. Yeah, see, there's no location we haven't went to yet. Makes me just think we should go explore that direction. Alright, let's see. Maybe complete your training, and make sure you recruit. Okay, so this is the final thing. Okay, so we'll come back to talk to him, I think. I don't know how many... We still have this one location over here that hasn't been explored at all. And we have these locations as well. So I say we head over here and try to get into this area first. If it's blocked, then that's fine. Then we don't have to worry about it. If it's not blocked, then... You know... I want to know. Crimson steel cloth. It's just weird. It's weird that I'm running around the cloth. Yeah, I think I have to come back the other way. I don't think there's a way over here. I think there's a waterfall blocking, so let's go this way. We'll go the other way. Let's see. That's the other way. Make sure I go the right direction. So we might start exploring to make sure we get all the missions and stuff. Oh, excuse me, yawn. And then we'll also start exploring, and see if we can what areas we can get into without issue. So I am heading in the right direction. Okay, cool. There we go. I know, stop telling me. I know that I'm spamming skills. It's not gonna change anything. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. There's a lot of whelp of Nagas running around. Do you think that they'd only have their best people out here guarding the perimeter? Yeah. So there is a location out here. Have we been to this location? We have not. Okay. Actually, we have been here, haven't we? Yeah. Where did you guys come from? You guys weren't there a minute ago. Free XP, but yeah, you weren't there. They're cool. I like how they're wearing armor and stuff, and jewelry and things. Okay. I don't think this leads anywhere. I think it's just a nice tree. Yeah. Pretty sure this just leads to the other side of the mountain. Another section. There you go. Sorry. I like his armor. He got messed up immediately. I have a mesmer skill too. Let's trade. There we go. I like how the assassin came out of there like, I can take them! There's like 4 of them! And just dies immediately. Didn't take as much, did you? Okay. The running is weird to me. There we go. Sorry, let's move over a little bit. Looking at my keys and I clicked the wrong one. Why is there so many assassins running around here? You'd think that that would be not a common profession in the region. Maybe guards and soldiers, sure. Scouts, sure. But you'd think an assassin would be, I don't know, running around in cities and in local areas and stuff. Because a lot of times they'll kill people in public because it's a lot easier to scare the public. But it's also a lot easier to, like, run away. Or if they're going to kill somebody out here, that's normally a specific target. I don't think these guys have a specific target, but I'm just saying. It just feels odd that they're out here. There we go. I know this is not the right way that we were going earlier, but I was curious if we could see if there's a way around. I think there's a pathway down this way with the beach. Yeah. I was wondering if there's a path behind them, like a doorway. But I think this just gives you something to fight, to get boons or XP. Let's go down the mountain the way we came last time and see if we can thread around. It looks like a statue of a woman that's trapped in vines, which I think it's supposed to be that. But it's weird that that's the marker. It feels like that's not a very great idea for a marker. It seems oppressive. Shackling, kind of like a cage, or being handcuffed. I don't know. It looks cool, but I'm also like confused as to the symbol. I'm confused on symbology behind it. There we go. I was trying to think of how to explain it. Because normally, lots of things like waypoints and important aspects of the game mechanics are normally symbolic of something. So I'm like, are we shackling from death? Like, is it tethering us to the world, or is it just supposed to look really pretty? Because it could just be really pretty too. And I'm overthinking it. There are people here. You know what? Maybe we should check to see if anyone needs missions. I think we passed through here already, and there wasn't anyone that needed anything. But since we're here already, we might as well look. Yeah. Go deeper into enemy territory to find out. Because I feel like there's at least one area here, like a territory or something. What kind of nonsense is that? Get the mender if we can. Actually, you know what? Let's run. We're actually just exploring anyways. So I'm just curious to see what's over here. Collector here. Our quickshot henchman's still alive? I'm kind of impressed with that. Okay. Is this gonna take us somewhere? Alright, just keep going. Just curious. Oh, there's nothing here. Okay, cool. That's fine. There's a die collector here. Alright. Because as soon as I saw them all like lying up there, I'm like, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Yeah, so there is a place over here. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. I hope it's like a city that we can mark. But it's probably not. Yeah, it's not. We're all here together though, so there's that. Okay, I think we'll swap videos out. And
we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget.